Travel nostalgia. I don't know. I know now. I'm still at the airport, but the Z side of the airport.
She's the airport.
She's with the airport.
The whole world out there.
Hey guys, it's Cobinho, and thank you for tuning into another episode of Making Sense with Cobinho. This is where we talk about random thoughts on random topics. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Making Sense with Cobinho. As always, I'm your host. But today we have two very special guests. They are both returnees from our first season. It's been a while, but welcome, Angel and Ati Ali.
Hi everyone.
Hello.
I don't know where to look. The camera.
How are you guys?
I'm full because I had Jollibee.
Wow, sana all.
It's so good. You know what? I'm actually quite happy because I saw Boris Johnson's roadmap. Maybe we can get out of the country this year.
We will, because we're gonna manifest it, and
everyone's gonna go to restaurants. I'm like, no, I'm getting out of the country.
What about Adali? How are you? Are you full as well?
Yeah, I'm full as well. But not of
full of life.
Full of love.
Yes.
Okay.
From you two. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Without further ado, I think we should head on to our topic. Our topic actually for today is travel nostalgia. When this will be released, we'll still be in lockdown, right?
We will.
So obviously we're still waiting to be able to get out and travel again. And I really cannot wait for that. So we'll talk about travel nostalgia and what we miss about traveling.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys miss traveling?
Definitely.
She's definitely itching for a hike.
Yeah. As you can
Very much so.
All I need to do is just stare at my picture.
So for our first segment, we'll talk about what we miss about traveling. So Angel, why don't you go ahead first?
So what I miss the most about traveling, I would say, is the whole kind of booking and packing and the feeling of it's 1 week away and the feeling of, oh, it's tomorrow. I have to wake up at 6 a.m. because my flight is at 12 p.m. noon.
Yeah.
Basically get there like the day before, just in case. That's what I feel. That's what I miss the most.
Yeah, I actually don't like that.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say.
Am I the only one?
Yeah. That's the part I hate.
I think it's because for me, I'm not saying it's you as well, but for me, I'm impatient. I just 1 week. How many more days?
That's my favorite bit.
No, for me, I hate the packing. Packing is the worst thing for me.
I love that bit. That's my fave.
Especially to bring, forget it.
Especially vacuum bags. That's the best.
Love your vacuum bag.
You love your vacuum.
Oh my days. With Angel, if you go on holiday with Angel, from the other room, she'll be like, Ate, do you need a vacuum bag? No, I'm okay.
Wait, one time when I was in Athens last year, I didn't bring any vacuum bags. So from the Airbnb, we got the clean bin liners, and I got a vacuum, and we used that as a vacuum bag, and it worked. We got so much space in the luggage.
She probably got her vacuum bags from B&M. So,
Yeah.
Come to me, B&M, I love you.
What I miss about traveling is one of the points is when it's like the day before and you're like preparing what you're gonna wear to the airport.
You lay it out flat next to you.
Lay it out, you're like, ooh, I think I'm gonna look. I was imagining how we're gonna walk up to the airport like I'm some celebrity, Yeah, I miss that actually.
Do you know what I miss? I miss waking up and then the bit where you open your eyes and you're like, it's the time.
Yeah.
The day.
Today's the day I get to fly.
And also the fact that once you pull up to the airport and for some reason the air is different. It's
It
just
makes
like
me feel sick.
really.
I was gonna say the air makes me feel happy.
Because I think I associate it with like air sickness. So because I have motion sickness.
Yeah.
So as soon as I get to the airport, I feel like it's the same recycled air. So I'm just like, I feel sick already.
Because for me, once I'm not even kidding, because some people once they sit and play for, especially for long flights, they start going through what films to watch. For me, literally once I sit down, I immediately like fall asleep. Until there was like one time when I went to Philippines, and it was like about 12 hours or something. I literally slept all throughout.
What about your meals?
Waste of money.
I didn't even want to. I was just like,
Hey, when I went one time on Emirates, they give you these stickers that if you travel by yourself, so if you fall asleep, you stick the sticker on your chair to say, please wake me up when there's food. I was like, mate, wake me up when there's food.
Yeah.
Get my money's worth.
I was gonna say, what about the food you paid for as well with your ticket? What happened?
No, I don't like eating food in a plane. I can't stomach it.
I don't mind it.
I would feel like
you've been on the wrong flights.
Yeah.
You know what? It's different when I like buy fast food on the ground and then bring it to the plane. But airplane food, I cannot do it. I cannot do it. Do you have any like personal experience of what you miss from before, from previous flights or previous? Doesn't have to be flights actually. It can even be like a road trip or anything you miss about traveling.
I have one. So there was a year where I don't know why, it was like a little game to find flights that were business class tickets, but they were like near enough the same price of economy because of the time of year that I was traveling. And so that year I had gone by business class. And I just find it funny, like the perception that people have of who travels by business class. So like you were saying earlier about, oh, you make sure what you're wearing and stuff. And I was like, I don't care. So I'm just like wearing whatever. And like, even like I standing at the correct line, they're like, hello, can I see your ticket? And I'm like, yeah, you can see my ticket. Like,
here you go.
Here you go. And then so throughout this whole journey, I was by myself as well. So it was like everyone, I'm not dressed the way that they perceive as someone who should be here and stuff like that. And so for the whole journey, it was like, here you go.
Business class coming through.
I'm with you. I'm actually next to you.
So yeah, that was like one of the things that, getting those bargains. I love those bargain hunts.
Santa all.
I need that bargain.
I can travel through business class. It's one of my lists.
That's my goal, hopefully in the next few years.
Yeah, your inspiration.
We need the secrets.
Angel, any travel nostalgia from a previous experience?
I want to say probably just exploring the airport, even though we've been there so many times.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
I have another one, but it's not actually about like going to the airport or flying, but it's actually like a road trip. So one time, me and my friends, we were going to Brighton, and one of the things that really what I miss about road trip is the first stop. So for us, it was the first stop, and we had breakfast at McDonald's at like early morning. The first, if especially if you're driving, right? Yeah. After like the first stop, and then you just get out of your car, you're just like
stretch.
Yeah, I love the first stops all the time.
No one understands. Everyone's just like, oh, we're stopping. But for the driver, it's like, oh.
So if you're a driver, I'm sure you can relate.
It
Unless,
must have been a good road trip.
yeah, it was a good road trip. I wish you were there.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I was there.
Don't worry, next time we will go. Just, hoping that COVID will be finished. So, Ate Ali here will be our driver.
No. I'm retired now.
Okay, what about you? Last point from you, Angel.
Travel nostalgia. I don't know. I know now. I'm still at the airport, but the Z side of the airport.
She's
Leave the
obsessed.
airport already.
She's obsessed with the
There's a
airport.
whole world out there.
Okay.
What do you miss about Hawaii? Let's talk about that.
Oh my goodness! Stepping out of the airport, like the wind hitting you. That bit, and then obviously seeing family and stuff and all of that jazz. Or maybe like when you first arrive at a country of your destination, and you've freshened up and you've already kind of whatchamacallit, you've already packed your bags and you're like, okay, let's go explore the place. That bit,
Yeah.
I miss that bit.
Actually, I wanna just include a really quick one because it's become like kind of like a tradition for me whenever I travel, is to always go to a supermarket or a grocery store because I want to see what, let's for example, I
What
want to
they
say,
sell.
yeah, I want to see like a Spanish Tesco, what is it like? So I went there just full of chorizo.
Wonder why.
Yeah, I went to Spain and I bought like 20 chorizo, and then the lady was like, why are you spending 200 euros on chorizo?
She's scanning the stuff like,
Literally, it
Party?
was like 200 euros of just chorizo.
can you enter the country with that?
Well, I entered, so I'm here. So for our second segment, we will let's talk about our future plans or travel plans that we want to happen. And it doesn't necessarily have to happen, but it's just something maybe what we wish for. So I'll start with mine actually. I always say that. I think I always say this in every travel conversation. I always want to go back to Japan. I think that's one of the things because I've only just been to Tokyo, but it's so big, and each, I don't know what they call it, like prefecture or something. It's different. There's so many things, and I really want to go back. I think traveling to Japan. It was always my dream since I was a kid. So it was just a moment of, and it's a bit weird to think about, but it's kind of like the moment when I was like, one of my dreams actually came true, and I was in the bullet train, and it was like really weird. But
Yes, it's like a pinch me moment.
yeah, I did. I actually pinched myself. I'm not even lying. I was in the train. I was like, I'm actually here. But yeah,
Sally's been to Japan.
that's something.
Yeah,
I know she helped me a lot.
There as well. I know. I gave you because Calvin asked me, and then I was like, "Okay, sure." So I'm like, "Ding, ding, 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 ding."
She helped me a lot.
Okay, thank you.
Well, my travel wishes, I think, do you know what? Last year I was supposed to go to all these places, but obviously everything got cancelled. So I just want to do everything that I planned last year,
Which was
which was go to Spain with Auntie Grace. We've been planning to go to Spain for ages. We
how
have our
many times they're
ticket.
like, "I have to come with us. Get your ticket." I know. COVID. I have to get your ticket now. COVID.
Wait. Now that she says yes, it was cancelled.
Yeah.
So that was one. Go to
Oh,
Spain.
shout out to Auntie Grace. I think
I know. And then I want to go back to Hawaii, and I want to go to Philippines because I miss Isao.
For those who don't know, Isao is chicken
Intestine. Barbecue Isao. Yeah.
I don't
Specifically,
think I've had that.
It's basically, the barbecue stick, and it's like
It's like a
the
wiggly,
bit that
like
goes.
it's like
Yeah, it
worms.
swirls like that.
No, I've not had that.
That's the best. I miss that. And yeah, I just wanna not be in England at the moment. I've been here for too long.
Yeah.
That's my travel wishes and plans for the future.
What about you, Adeli?
So one of them was as well to go back to Japan because, like yourself, it's just one of those places I felt at
It's
home.
like you will have to go back, right?
Yeah, and it's like the only place in the world that I've traveled that I feel like I could live here, even though Japanese is so hard to learn.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is one place I felt really comfortable. With Angel, I've always said, like, every year, when you go to Hawaii, I'm going to go to Hawaii. So, and I think we were actually looking at tickets last year, and we kept saying to each other, okay, you watch this and you tell me when, la la la.
I know, and then
that didn't happen. But yeah, I just think I want to go Canada as well because shout out to Share Bear. I was meant to go on a massive hike with Share Bear.
I was just waiting for the word hike. She loves
and it was going to
hiking.
be in Canada, and yeah, so we didn't get to do that. So yeah, I'm still looking forward to doing that. Yeah.
Another one for me, I just want to quickly put this in, is that I've always, well, it was supposed to be like one of like a secret plan that I don't want to reveal, but
are you gonna reveal it?
I'm gonna reveal it because COVID. But
Okay.
I've always wanted to take my whole family as a surprise, take them to Hollywood because because Hollywood is one of those places where, for us anyway, it was just like, it's just like a thought. It's not like something that you expect to go to because for us, we don't really have families in LA, and how do I say it? It's not like Europe where you can easily go to, right? We can go to Canada because we have family there. Yeah, it's kind of like a dream place where never in your life to think that you actually go there. So when I went there, I was just like, because I went there by myself, like 3 years ago or something, and I thought to myself, I want to take my family to a road trip, and LA, Hollywood, and it's just a place where I really want to take them. But sadly, COVID happened. But I'm hoping this dream continues on, and I will eventually surprise them for
Don't let it die. Don't let the dream die.
Yeah, because I talked about this last episode, but I always pay for my family's tickets and sometimes hotels when we go on holiday and go traveling, and the feeling is kind of like rewarding for me because never in my life I thought like I'd shoulder the budget and stuff like that,
You're so sweat.
Oh,
No, but-
can you pay for mine too? Mine and Auntie Ali's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll pay. We'll go to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yes, it's recorded.
When I get a job.
You have your own business.
Isn't it?
What about you guys? Anything else to add?
Well, I don't like coming back, so.
Because I know, after COVID, me and you, Angel, were planning to go to San Diego to visit a friend.
And
so,
you take me as well. Excuse me.
This is actually your invite now.
Yep.
So this is actually your invite now. Everything's impromptu,
The best plans are last minute plans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to also Denmark, right?
Yes.
Yes, Denmark.
That sounded amazing. I wanted to.
So
anywhere in Europe, I want to be.
Those are my travel plans. Hopefully, will happen.
I want to go to Turkey. Do you know what? I want to go to the hot air balloon.
Oh
place.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cappadocia. How you say it? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I want to go there.
Calvin, let's just get an air balloon outside for her.
You want a TV as well?
Wait. Let me transform myself.
In Hawaii.
Yeah.
I do miss the beach though. Like, especially if you're in a Filipino background,
Mhm.
it's looked down upon if you go sunbathing.
I
Because
don't care.
I love sunbathing, right? And then all my cousins and like my family are just like covered
Yeah.
with umbrella and like with sweater, and I'm just like
I don't get this.
soaking in the sun. They're like, Calvin, what are you doing? You're already dark. I'm just like, take it all in. I'm sun kissed.
They're such savages. Filipinos, seriously, they don't have filter. It's like when you go
No
to the shop,
filter.
they're like, "Hello, are you looking for whitener?" No, I want to be dark.
Give me a tanning oil. Sorry, ma'am.
When I went to Palawan, like people there.
Oh, I would go there again. I haven't been El
Nido.
Nido.
I've only been to Puerto Princesa, but I enjoyed it. Also, that's one other thing actually. I want to travel Philippines because even though it's our homeland
Home
or
country.
home country, it's not a place where we ever thought of traveling around.
Tourist.
Same.
You know?
I've never been anywhere but the city.
I only started a few years ago, like when going to Philippines, to travel like a tourist. So obviously you're obligated to go.
Yeah, it feels weird. Yeah.
Yeah, but to travel like a tourist, it's only been a few years now that I've tried to do so, and then you kind of see like why people fall in love with the Philippines. Like we love it because it's our family, obviously, and our heritage, but we don't see like the things that you see on the TV. And when you see it, you're like, oh,
yeah. I
that's
think
what they're seeing.
it's really weird, especially for if you're an immigrant or a family of immigrants where you have like a home country, and sometimes when you travel to home country, the only purpose is to travel to visit families or to go back, home. But to go there as a tourist is such a weird feeling.
Yeah, it's unheard of.
But it's fun. I think that's
hopefully this year.
Oh, sorry. Did you have anything to add?
I just want to say hopefully this year.
About airports?
I should have worked at the airport.
You do live near the airport though, so.
I know, I see all the. That's what makes me question. I'm like, how are these people flying in? Isn't it lockdown?
So for our audience participation, as you know, we'd like to involve you guys to the topic. Shall I go ahead with my one first? And you? Okay.
Yeah.
So for my one, I asked you guys, what is your favorite travel memory? So I'll pick out 5. The first one, she actually put 2 in, but I'll shout out both of them. It's by Angie_. She said, my very first time traveling by myself. She went to Rome and she was very nervous. I picked that because I love traveling by myself. I'm like last year or 2 years ago, when I traveled by myself, I can see Ali laughing.
I'm only laughing because I remember the first time you traveled by yourself, you're like, I'm so scared, Ate. I'm so scared. How do I do this? Like, are you sure, Ate? I was like, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Oh,
someone's picking you up from the airport. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, now that I love it now. And she also said, I'm always called a giraffe because I'm tall, sana all. So my first time seeing one was awesome. So she likes seeing giraffe. The next one is by Ashley Espiritu. She said, floating on the ocean and not caring about anything or anyone.
I have a picture of her floating, actually.
Gonna expose her.
Insert.
No, but I picked that because I do that whenever I go to the beach. I just lie down and just obviously sunbathe as well. Okay, let's pick the third one. It's by Yan Nice Z. I don't know if I said that right. She said Japan with my family eating lots of good food.
Oh,
Obviously, I picked that because I've been talking about it. Love Japan. The fourth one is by Cara Passa. She said sleeping outside of a beach house and waking up to sunrise in Hawaii.
Oh,
I don't know.
I was there.
I can just imagine sleeping outside and then when you wake up,
Yeah,
it's beach.
yeah.
Um, and the last one, I would go for at underscore hazy. She said kayaking to Benagio Cave early in the morning to avoid the crowd. So those are my picks. Sounding amazing. So maybe I'll add that to my travel list. So what about you, Angel?
Okay, so my question was, what do you miss about traveling? There's a few on here about the airport. Okay, one of them, which I totally agree with, and this is by Auntie Charlotte. So her Instagram is CD Boyson. She said duty free shopping.
So for all
I
of
love
you,
duty free shopping. Another one from Aliana, the airport vibes, and then her emoji was like,
there's
see
people at
that
their
face.
airports.
Yeah. Okay, I have another one from Cha underscore Chams. Hello, Ate Cha. She goes, packing, airport, sun, food, plane, clouds, shopping. Because it's so many like exclamation points, so I have to shout it out. Another one from Kiara Pasta.
Two shout outs.
Wait, I think this is for you though, because okay, when you walk out the airport, arrivals feeling famous. That's you, Calvin.
That's me, and then nobody picks me up.
Oh, okay. How many is that now? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, my last one. My last one. I am gonna do Iska underscores. Those of underscores. Airports, exploring the city like a local instead of a tourist. Food to try, photos for the memories.
Or getting stuck in Greece.
We had
I'm
so
sorry.
much fun regardless.
Do you have any particular favorite travel memory?
travel memory. Recently, well, the last big holiday that I had is with Mary Jane and Cloudy. My first time to go on holiday with them to Italy. And yeah, we tried so hard to get to this. I've even forgotten what it's called. This rock that is it's just white cliffs. We tried twice. It's not even close. It's about 4-hour, 5-hour drive, and we missed the sunrise twice.
Oh,
So that's my favorite memory so far. Like in the
wait, I have a travel memory. Oh, now I want to go somewhere. My travel memory, even though it's not like I didn't go out of country. It was a last minute thing as well actually. So I texted my friend and I said, are you hungry? Do you want to get some dinner? And he said, yeah, where do you want to go? And then I said, oh, I'm feeling a bit Korean. And so we went to Yumi on the same day after work. Yeah, that's a little bit of travel nostalgia, I think.
Sorry. I was joking. I was so invested. I was like,
I'm talking about you.
I know. So she was actually talking about me because one time I was working and for some reason we were both craving Korean. So we
You know,
spontaneous.
was it snowing that day?
It was snowing, so it was dangerous. But yeah. So for our top recommendation, as you know, would like to recommend anything to you guys. I'll start with my one. So I want to recommend a creator, a content creator. I always love watching his videos on both Instagram and TikTok. His name is Boman Martinez, I think. But if you can check out his videos, it is so funny.
Okay, so my top recommendation is an Instagram account called Millennial Money UK, and they just make money topics, not a taboo subject.
MakeMoneySupermarket.com.
They just make money conversations easy to handle, and they have loads of different examples of like, they do interviews of people with all walks of life and how they use their money and things like that.
So my top recommendation for this week is a book called Atomic Habits by James Clear. I think everyone needs to read this book. I haven't finished it, but just by reading the first few chapters, I already was focused.
Okay, so for the quote of the week, is actually in my background. This one. So I'm going to get it. Okay. So for the quote of the week, it is this one. So that moment you were so stressed, then you suddenly feel fine just because you prayed. So I put that in my office because I'm stressed all the time. So that's why it's in here. That's why it's there all the time. So if I'm stressed, I just turn around, look at that, and then I pray and I'm like, there are better days ahead.
Mine's going to be the same, but it's too big and it's attached to the wall. I'm going to read it. So it says, someday everything will make perfect sense. So for now, laugh at the confusion, smile through the tears, and keep reminding yourself that everything happens for a reason. Today will never come again. Be a friend, encourage someone, take time to care.
So that's it for our episode. I really did enjoy it. It just makes me want to travel again. So I don't know if this is a good episode because now I'm going to be craving for traveling. But because at one point I was one of those Instagram users where I had to put traveler on my bio.
You're one of them?
That's how much I love traveling. I was like, I have to tell everyone. But yeah. But thank you again, Angel and Ali. It's just weird. I was going to say Alison, for joining me. I hope this return for season 2, you enjoyed it.
Thank you so much, Calvin. So when is our next Korean trip? H Mart?
When
H Mart, let's go.
When I think Ali will drive.
No, never.
They deliver now anyway, so.
Yeah, so thank you guys for joining, and thank you everyone for listening. So for you guys, would you like to shout out if you do have social media, or if you want to shout out anyone?
I want to shout out Ina because of the topic of nostalgia. She is my travel buddy to Japan, and yeah,
I remember.
Hi, Ina.
What about you?
I want to say thank you for having us again. Long time no see. So thank you. And I want to give a big shout out to my sister Alyssa. It's her birthday today as we were filming right now. And a big shout out to my dad whose birthday is the week this is coming out. Right?
Yeah.
So, happy birthday to him and to my sister.
Do you want to shout out your social media?
Oh, yes, and happy birthday, Melody. It's her birthday soon.
Said social media. You said Melody.
Oh, yeah. So my social media is Angel Q Espiritu on Instagram.
Oh, Angel Cookout.
Or if you want to be hungry and, just look up food, Angel_Cookout.
All right, so follow them. So unfortunately, if you're a big fan of Ate Ali here, she doesn't have Instagram. So put in the comments if you wanted to make an Instagram. So for me, I want to give a shout out to my previous travel buddy when I went to Frankfurt. That was with Mels and Carl, and obviously spontaneous food trips with my guest here, Angel. And shout out also to the best travel advisor at the alley. So I'm gonna give a shout out to you guys. But if you want to participate more with my topics, you can follow me on Instagram at Making Sense with Calvino. Or if you want to become a patron or a listener, you can go to patreon.com/ Making Sense with Calvino. So that's pretty much it for today, for this episode. And thank you guys again for joining, and see you again next Monday. Bye.
Peace.
Do, 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 do.